pump over now. It seems to be working perfectly as it should be. So now we're up to the stage for getting a sensor put on. Because of calibrations, you need to do the first calibration after 2 hours, then the next one another 6 hours later, and then one 12 hours after that. So bear that in mind when doing your first sensor insertion. Middle of the night testing isn't for everyone, so if you can time it well, time it that way. That works perfectly. For me, I'm just juggling around things we've got going on this evening, and if I need to wake up in the night, then I will. So what do we need? First up, we need the Guardian Link 3, which is the transmitter for the CGM. Let's have a look. Don't need the box, but we do need the inserter. Okay. So I had this out yesterday, just having a look about with it. I also paired it up to the pump, so it's all linked in, it's all connected. Don't need to do any of that. If you need to do it, it's all nice and easy, nice and explained in the guides, which are pretty useful, even though I don't normally read them. So we have that, and finally, last two pieces, we have the sensor itself, which is in a nice plastic container as always, and some tapes. The over tapes have changed over the years since I used them. You now get, with each sensor, you receive 2 pieces of tape, and we'll go through the taping as we get to that stage. Okay, don't need them for now. So let's go on. Let's pick our site. So the manual says you can place it either around your stomach, but not on the belt line. I've used them there before. My preferred site is the arm, just because it doesn't get knocked as much as my belly does, and I just know where it is, and I've always got decent results from there too. So let's go with that. First up, as I'm doing this, I'm reading from here, which is the Getting Started guide, because sometimes reading the manual is useful. So let's open it up. We put that on the table flat. We take our inserter, we hold it like that. We don't hold it like that when we're doing this part. Obvious reason being, if you hold it like that, you push it down, you could accidentally press the fire buttons and without it getting anywhere near your body. So hold it like that, keep it nice and safe. So these should line up, and that just sits on top. You hear the click, and there's 2 little plastic bits sticking out the bottom. Don't know if you can see them. 2 little plastic bits sitting out the bottom. So I hold on to them, and then I pull up, and there we have sensor. So next up comes the insertion into the body part. As I said, I'm going to use the arm. Just roll my sleeve up a little bit. I've given it a good wash beforehand, so it's nice and clean. An added piece of fun doing it with your arm is you can only really use one hand, so it can be a little bit tricky. If this is the first time you've done it, I recommend getting some help. I've used little hands before, they're always helpful, just holding bits of tape and things like that. So let's put it onto our arm, slide it up. You get it the right way around, place it on. I push it down a little bit, squeeze the buttons in, and that was totally pain-free. Let go of the buttons, just hold it there for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as I pull away, you will see the needle part is still in there. So I will carefully need to pull it out. There we go. Right, that's the insertion part done. That was pain-free. That was really pain-free. I like that. That was good. Next step. Right, so we have the adhesive tab there. We've unlocked it. It's sort of unlocked by itself, so I didn't really need to do anything there. So next up comes the taping. This is where it gets tricky. So we have this piece here. Let's read the instructions, see what it says. Remove liner 1 and 2. So it's all nicely, clearly marked. See that? Yeah. So we take off 1, we take off 2. Apply the tape as shown. There you go. As shown. Obviously, when you're doing it, you'll already have the manual. Right, and press it down firmly. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to apply this in front of a mirror, just so I can see what I'm doing on that arm there that I can't really see at the moment. So I will do that, and I will be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. So there we go. Tape is on, as can be seen. It's not the smoothest of the smooth, because doing it one-handed with help, it would be smoother. But hey, we work with what we've got, don't we? Turn it over. Now we need to connect the transmitter. So we get it from here and we slide it in. Again, easier in front of the mirror, but I can just about see what I'm doing there. And then reassuring little click, not a loud one, but I know it's in. Next step is take off the tape on that one and pull it over. Don't pull it up too much because you don't want the sensor coming away from the skin. The transmitter coming away from the skin. Sorry. Last up, bit of tape on the top, which is the final piece of the jigsaw in the application part. So I will go and do that. Hey, right, all done, all attached, all safe, all secure. Not the flattest tape in the world, but it's solid. Fairly happy with it. So let's go with that. They do say if the tape becomes loose, you should apply more tape, which I agree with. The problem being the packs only come in packs of 10, which means there's no spares. So if it's coming loose on that one, and you need to use another one, you're going to have to phone up to get some more. It's just something to bear in mind. So we've got the sensor attached on my arm. It's hidden away there. Doesn't need to be seen, though it can be. Next up is to get it into the pump. So I'll move the camera around and we will have a look at the menus. I've just taken it off, just disconnect to make it easier. So what can we see? So first thing we'll need to do is turn on the sensor. Options, let's have a look, see where we can find. Go into options, utilities, sensor settings. There we go, nice and easy. Hope you can see that fine. Sensor now turned on. Sensor connections. Start new sensor. Connect transmitter to new sensor, then select OK. It may take 2 to 2 minutes to find transmitter. OK. So we're now in warm-up stage. This, as I say, can take it'll be 2 hours before I need to do a initial test, and then another 6 hours after that for my next calibration, and then another 12 hours after that. And then after that, it comes at least every 12 hours, and more if the sensor's having difficulties. So I'll leave it there. I won't bother any feedback on the calibrations. That'll be fairly easy, fairly simple to do. And I hope you've enjoyed my first video about the starting up with the 670G. It's been fun for me because I'm getting to know it just like you are, and it's good. I'm liking it so far. So I will keep you updated on the progress. Hopefully we'll do another video in maybe a week or a couple of weeks just to see how I'm getting on. Any other little grumbles or gremlins or great features that I found. All right, thank you very much. Bye. So a quick PS to the video I've just done. I thought my taping had gone well. However, I then looked in the manual and realised I'd done pretty badly. Let's have a look. So you'll see there, the oval tape should be fully covering everything and loads up it on the outside. It's hard to do and you're not going to get it right first time, just like I didn't, but don't worry. I'll keep an eye on it. If I need to switch it back or apply more tape, I can do that. That's fine. That's not a problem. All right, thanks. Bye.